After the age of 60, most people lose up to 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade. And many think the only solution is more protein shakes, more meat, more supplements. But here's the truth. If your body is missing this one powerful mineral, your muscles can't rebuild no matter how much protein you eat. Let me share a story. I had a patient in his late 60s who was eating healthy, lifting weights, even walking every day, but still losing muscle. The missing link? He was low in magnesium. Within weeks of correcting it, he noticed more strength, better balance, and even less cramping. And today I'm going to show you how this can work for you too. Most people over the age of 60 are told to focus on protein, and more protein if they want to keep their muscles strong. And yes, protein matters, but there's a bigger picture that almost no one talks about. Without magnesium, protein can't do its job. Think of protein as the bricks you're using to build a house, and magnesium as the workers who put those bricks together. Without enough workers, the bricks just sit there unused, and the house never gets built. That's what happens inside your body when you're low in magnesium. Your muscles may have plenty of amino acids from your diet, but without magnesium, your body struggles to assemble them into actual muscle fibers. Magnesium is involved in more than 300 chemical reactions in your body, and many of these are directly related to muscle function. It helps control how your muscles contract and relax. When you lift something, magnesium is helping your muscles tighten with strength. And when you put it down, magnesium is helping them release and recover. Without enough of it, your muscles may spasm, twitch, cramp, or simply feel tired all the time. This is why people with low magnesium often experience leg cramps at night or twitching in the eyelids. Beyond contraction and relaxation, magnesium plays a huge role in producing energy at the cellular level. Every cell in your muscles has little power plants called mitochondria. These mitochondria create ATP, the energy currency of your body. Magnesium is like the spark plug that allows ATP to be used. Without magnesium, ATP stays in an unusable form, and your muscles simply don't have the energy to repair themselves after you use them. That means slower recovery, weaker performance, and more muscle breakdown over time. Another key point is that as we age, our bodies don't absorb magnesium as well from food, and we tend to lose more of it through urine. Medications commonly used after the age of 60, like certain diuretics, blood pressure drugs, or acid blockers, can further deplete magnesium levels. This makes it even more critical for older adults to be intentional about replenishing this mineral every single day. You can't just assume you're getting enough, you have to make sure of it. The good news is that restoring magnesium levels is very doable. One of the easiest ways is through food. Dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard are rich in magnesium, as are nuts and seeds like almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds. Whole grains like quinoa and brown rice, as well as legumes like black beans and lentils, also contribute. And yes, even a small square of dark chocolate, at least 70% cacao, can give you a magnesium boost while satisfying your sweet tooth. These foods aren't just giving you magnesium, they also come with fiber, antioxidants, and other nutrients to support your overall health. For some people, especially those with higher needs or absorption issues, supplementation can help. Magnesium glycinate is one of the gentlest forms on the stomach and is absorbed well. Magnesium citrate is another option, though it can have a mild laxative effect in some people. The typical supplemental dose for older adults often falls between 200 to 400 milligrams a day, but it's important to start low and adjust as needed, ideally with the guidance of a healthcare professional. Think of adding magnesium to your life like giving your muscles the missing link they've been craving. Every time you walk, lift something, or even just stand up from a chair, your muscles are relying on magnesium to make those movements possible. When you give your body what it needs, you'll feel the difference: stronger contractions, quicker recovery, fewer cramps, and more stamina. It's not about doing more in the gym, it's about making your body more efficient in using the effort you already give it. That's the power of magnesium, and that's why I call it the silent key to muscle health after 60. When most people hear about magnesium for muscle health, they immediately think about foods or supplements, but they often overlook one critical partner that makes magnesium work much more effectively: hydration. The truth is, your body can't use magnesium properly if you're dehydrated. Think of magnesium as a valuable nutrient trying to travel through your bloodstream to get to your muscles. Without enough water, that journey is slow, inefficient, and sometimes completely blocked. Your body needs fluids to carry magnesium into your cells, and it needs electrolytes to help magnesium cross cell membranes where it can actually do its job. As we get older, our sense of thirst naturally becomes less reliable. Many people over 60 simply don't feel as thirsty as they used to, so they drink less water without even realizing it. Combine that with more time spent indoors in heated or air-conditioned environments, and the body can become mildly dehydrated on a daily basis. Even a small drop in hydration levels can cause fatigue, brain fog, and muscle tightness, symptoms that often get blamed on aging instead of the real cause. And when your body is even slightly dehydrated, magnesium transport slows down, meaning your muscles can't relax and recover as they should. Electrolytes are the second piece of the puzzle. Sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium all work together to maintain the right fluid balance inside and outside your cells. If one of these is off, the whole system suffers. This is why athletes often drink electrolyte drinks after sweating. They're replenishing not just water, but also minerals. For older adults, sweating isn't the only cause of electrolyte loss. Certain medications like diuretics for blood pressure can cause you to lose fluids and electrolytes more quickly, leaving your muscles even more vulnerable to cramping and weakness. One of the simplest and most effective habits you can start is drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. But instead of just plain water, add a pinch of high-quality sea salt and a squeeze of fresh lemon. This combination gives you natural sodium, trace minerals, and vitamin C. The sodium helps your body hold on to the water you drink instead of flushing it out immediately, and it also creates the right environment for magnesium to be absorbed and transported into your muscles. The lemon not only adds flavor, but also provides antioxidants that reduce inflammation in muscle tissue. It's important to spread hydration throughout the day rather than drinking large amounts all at once. Sipping water every hour keeps your cells steadily supplied with fluid and prevents the sudden dilution of electrolytes that can happen if you chug too much in one sitting. For people who struggle to remember to drink, setting a timer on your phone or using a water bottle with time markings can be a helpful visual reminder. Another point to consider is that hydration isn't just about water and salt. Magnesium-rich fluids can pull double duty. Herbal teas made from nettle leaf or peppermint, coconut water in moderation, and even homemade bone broth can provide both fluids and minerals. Coconut water, for example, contains potassium and magnesium, which together support healthy muscle contraction and prevent cramping. Bone broth provides electrolytes and collagen, which also benefit joints and connective tissues. When you combine proper hydration with magnesium intake, you create a powerful synergy. Your muscles are not just getting the raw materials they need, they're getting the delivery system to bring those materials right where they're needed most. Without that delivery system, magnesium can sit unused in the bloodstream or get excreted before it ever has the chance to rebuild your muscle tissue. That's why staying hydrated with electrolytes is one of the simplest and most overlooked ways to maximize your muscle health after 60. The next time you feel muscle tightness, fatigue, or even a sudden cramp, don't just think about stretching or adding more protein. Ask yourself, have you had enough water today? And did that water have the minerals your muscles crave? Rehydrating properly can bring relief in a matter of hours, and when you make it a daily habit, you give your body the constant support it needs to stay strong, flexible, and pain-free. By pairing hydration with magnesium, you're setting up your muscles for success every single day, no matter your age. Many people overlook the fact that the time you take your nutrients can be just as important as the nutrients themselves. Magnesium is no exception. One of the most powerful ways to use this mineral for muscle recovery, especially after the age of 60, is to make it part of your evening routine. This is because magnesium doesn't just build and repair muscles, it also relaxes them. And when your muscles are relaxed, your nervous system calms down, helping you sleep deeper. Deep restorative sleep is when your body releases the most growth hormone and does the bulk of its muscle rebuilding. If you're not sleeping well, you're missing out on the most natural, effective recovery system you have. Taking magnesium in the evening works with your body's own rhythm. As night approaches, your heart rate begins to slow, your body temperature drops slightly, and your muscles naturally prepare to rest. Magnesium supports this process by helping balance calcium in your muscle cells. Calcium signals muscles to contract, while magnesium helps them release. If calcium dominates without enough magnesium to counter it, your muscles can stay slightly tense, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. This is why people low in magnesium often experience restless legs or nighttime cramps that wake them up. By increasing magnesium intake in the evening, you're giving your muscles permission to truly let go. One simple habit is to take a magnesium supplement, such as magnesium glycinate, about 1 to 2 hours before bed. This form is gentle on the stomach and highly absorbable, making it ideal for nighttime use. For those who prefer to get nutrients from food, an evening snack of magnesium-rich options can be just as effective. A small bowl of Greek yogurt with pumpkin seeds, a banana with almond butter, or a handful of cashews are all excellent choices that combine magnesium with other nutrients to support muscle health. Another powerful evening ritual is an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt is made of magnesium sulfate, and soaking in warm water allows the magnesium to be absorbed through the skin. This method has been used for centuries to relieve muscle tension and promote relaxation. To do this, add 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salt to a warm bath and soak for 15 to 20 minutes. The heat of the water also improves circulation, helping deliver magnesium and oxygen to your muscles while washing away the stiffness from the day. If you don't have a bathtub, a warm foot soak with Epsom salt can offer many of the same benefits. Pairing magnesium with calming nighttime habits can make the effect even stronger. Avoid bright screens for at least 30 minutes before bed, as blue light can suppress melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to sleep. Instead, read a physical book, listen to calming music, or practice gentle stretching. Simple movements like shoulder rolls, neck stretches, or light hamstring stretches can signal your muscles that the workday is done and it's time to recover. It's also important to remember that evening magnesium doesn't just help you sleep better, it sets you up for better mornings. When you sleep deeply and give your body enough magnesium, you wake up with less stiffness, more energy, and better muscle function. That means your morning walk feels easier, your workouts feel more productive, and your balance improves. For older adults, these daily improvements can add up to fewer falls, less pain, and greater independence. If you've ever had a night where you tossed and turned and woke up achy and tired, you already know how much poor sleep can impact your muscles. By making magnesium a consistent part of your evening, you're addressing two major factors at once, improving your muscle repair and enhancing your rest. This small shift can be life-changing over time. Magnesium works quietly, but its effects are powerful. When you give your body this mineral right before the most important repair activity of the day, you're giving yourself a head start towards strength, recovery, and vitality, no matter your age. Many people go years without realizing they're low in magnesium because the signs can be subtle at first. But over time, those small signs can become bigger problems: loss of muscle, increased cramping, fatigue, and even weakness in daily activities. This is why being able to spot the signs of deficiency yourself is so important. A simple self-test doesn't require lab equipment or fancy devices. It's about paying close attention to your body and noticing patterns that most people dismiss as just getting older. One of the most common signs of low magnesium is muscle cramping, especially in the calves. If you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night with a painful calf spasm or feeling a sudden tightening in your foot when you stretch, your muscles may be struggling to relax due to insufficient magnesium. This happens because magnesium's job is to help muscles release after contraction. Without enough of it, your muscles can get stuck in a contracted state, causing pain and stiffness. Another symptom to watch for is eyelid twitching or other small repetitive muscle twitches. While these can sometimes be related to fatigue or stress, frequent twitching is often your body's way of signaling that your magnesium reserves are running low. The nerves that control your muscles depend on magnesium to regulate electrical signals. When magnesium is low, those signals can misfire, causing tiny spasms. Restless legs at night are another big clue. This is that uncomfortable crawling sensation in your legs that makes you want to keep moving them, especially when you're trying to fall asleep. People often mistake this for a circulation problem, but in many cases, low magnesium is playing a role. Magnesium calms the nervous system and helps regulate dopamine, a brain chemical involved in muscle movement. Without enough of it, your legs can feel like they just won't stay still. Paying attention to your energy levels is also important. If you feel weak when climbing stairs, have trouble carrying groceries, or notice that your muscles tire faster than they used to, it could be more than just aging. Magnesium is critical for producing ATP, the main energy source for your muscles. Without enough magnesium, your cells can't efficiently convert food into usable energy, leaving you feeling drained even after light activity. One easy at-home approach is to track your symptoms for a week. Keep a small notebook and write down when you experience cramps, twitches, restless legs, or unusual fatigue. Note the time of day, what you were doing, and how long it lasted. Patterns can often emerge quickly. For example, you might notice that cramps happen most often at night, or that twitching is worse on days when you drink more coffee or alcohol, both of which can deplete magnesium. If your self-test suggests that magnesium might be low, the next step is to take action. You can start by increasing magnesium-rich foods in your diet, but it's also wise to speak with a healthcare provider about checking your magnesium levels. Blood tests can measure magnesium, but because most magnesium is stored in the bones and tissues rather than the blood, even a normal result doesn't always mean your stores are optimal. This is why tracking your symptoms and noticing improvements after increasing magnesium intake can be just as valuable as lab work. Correcting a deficiency can bring noticeable results within days or weeks. Cramps can become less frequent, twitches may disappear, your legs can feel calmer at night, and your muscle strength may slowly improve. The goal is not just to fix the problem temporarily, but to maintain healthy magnesium levels consistently so the symptoms don't return. By paying attention to your body and performing this simple self-check, you can catch magnesium deficiency early and take steps to keep your muscles strong, your nerves calm, and your energy high for years to come. Movement is one of the most powerful tools you have for improving how your body uses magnesium, especially after the age of 60. Magnesium doesn't just work on its own, it needs to be transported into muscle cells to do its job, and physical activity is one of the best ways to make that happen. When you move, your circulation increases, bringing more oxygen and nutrients, including magnesium, to your muscles. This not only helps repair muscle tissue, but also keeps it flexible and strong. Even light controlled exercises can have a big impact on how your muscles absorb and use this mineral. One of the safest and simplest exercises for older adults is the heel raise. It may look easy, but it targets the calf muscles, which are essential for walking, balance, and preventing falls. The calves are also a common area for magnesium-related cramps, so strengthening and improving circulation in this area is particularly beneficial. To perform a heel raise, stand with your feet hip-width apart near a wall or sturdy chair for support. Slowly rise up on your toes, lifting your heels as high as you comfortably can. Hold that position for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower your heels back down in a slow, controlled motion. This slow lowering is important. It helps train your muscles to control both contraction and relaxation, processes that magnesium supports. Aim for 2 sets of 10 repetitions once or twice a day. The key is consistency. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion. You just need to activate the muscles regularly so they stay engaged and nourished. As you get stronger, you can progress to doing the exercise on one leg at a time, which adds a balanced challenge and engages even more stabilizing muscles. If you're not steady enough for single leg work, simply holding onto a countertop or rail while doing both legs together is perfectly fine. The beauty of heel raises is that they can be done almost anywhere, while waiting for the kettle to boil, standing in line, or even during a TV commercial break. Every repetition pumps fresh, magnesium-rich blood into your muscles and signals your body that those muscles are important and should be maintained. This is crucial after 60, when muscle mass tends to decline unless you actively work to preserve it. Heel raises also improve circulation in the lower legs, which can help reduce swelling and stiffness. For people who spend a lot of time sitting, this is especially valuable. Prolonged sitting can slow circulation and allow fluid to pool in the lower extremities, making it harder for nutrients to reach the muscles. By incorporating heel raises throughout the day, you help keep that nutrient flow steady. Stretching after heel raises can also enhance magnesium's effects. A simple calf stretch. Placing your hands against a wall, stepping 1 foot back, and pressing the heel into the floor helps lengthen the muscle fibers, giving magnesium a better opportunity to relax the tissue fully. Hold each stretch for about 20 seconds per leg, breathing slowly to encourage muscle release. Some people notice that adding light movement like this actually reduces nighttime leg cramps. This is because the combination of improved circulation, gentle strengthening, and magnesium support creates an environment where the muscles can function smoothly without sudden spasms. It's a small investment of time for a significant return in comfort and mobility. The most important thing to remember is that exercise doesn't have to be intense or complicated to be effective. Simple, consistent movements like heel raises can make a real difference in how your muscles feel and function. When paired with proper magnesium intake, you're giving your body both the raw material and the activation signal it needs to maintain muscle strength and coordination well into later years. By making this small habit part of your daily routine, you're not just supporting your muscles today, you're building the foundation for strength, balance, and independence in the years ahead. Maintaining muscle health after 60 isn't about quick fixes or one-time efforts. It's about creating habits that keep your body supplied with the right nutrients day after day. Magnesium is not something you can load up on once and be set for weeks. Your body uses and loses it constantly through movement, stress, and even just normal bodily functions like breathing and sweating. Because it's water soluble, you also lose some magnesium through urine every day. This means the key to protecting your muscles long term is consistency. You need to keep topping off your magnesium stores so your muscles always have what they need to function and recover. One of the easiest ways to do this is by planning your meals with magnesium in mind. Rather than thinking of magnesium as a supplement you take once in a while, treat it as a natural part of your diet. For example, start your morning with oatmeal sprinkled with pumpkin seeds or almonds. At lunch, include a spinach or Swiss chard salad with avocado. For dinner, pair salmon or grilled chicken with steamed broccoli or a side of quinoa. By adding at least one magnesium-rich food to every meal, you create a steady stream of this mineral entering your system, which helps prevent the dips that can lead to cramps, fatigue, or weakness. Snacks are another great opportunity to maintain magnesium levels. A small handful of cashews or sunflower seeds, a banana, or even a square of dark chocolate can give you a boost between meals. These small doses add up over the day and help keep your levels stable without you having to rely solely on large supplement doses. This is especially helpful for people who may not tolerate magnesium supplements well or who prefer to get most nutrients from food sources. Another part of a long-term strategy is paying attention to lifestyle factors that can drain magnesium from your body. High caffeine or alcohol intake can cause you to excrete more magnesium in your urine. Chronic stress can also deplete magnesium because your body uses more of it to regulate stress hormones and maintain nervous system balance. Being aware of these factors allows you to make adjustments, such as drinking an extra glass of magnesium-rich water or eating a magnesium-packed snack on days when you know your body is under more strain. For some people, especially those with ongoing health conditions or who take medications that reduce magnesium levels, a small daily supplement may be an important part of a preventative plan. The goal here is not to take massive doses, but to ensure you're consistently meeting your needs. Many people find that 200-300 milligrams a day, combined with a magnesium-rich diet, keeps their muscles functioning well and prevents the creeping decline in strength that often comes with aging. It's also important to remember that magnesium works best when your body is healthy overall, Staying active, managing stress, sleeping well, and eating a balanced diet all help your body use magnesium more effectively. Exercise in particular not only stimulates muscle growth, but also improves the transport of magnesium into your cells. Sleep allows for better recovery, and a variety of nutrient-dense foods ensures that magnesium can work alongside other minerals like potassium and calcium for optimal muscle health. The payoff for maintaining this habit is huge. When you keep your magnesium levels steady, your muscles stay stronger, your recovery time is shorter, and you're less likely to experience painful cramps or sudden weakness. This means you can keep doing the things you love, walking, gardening, playing with grandchildren, or traveling without being slowed down by muscle issues. Over the years, this consistent approach protects not just your strength, but also your independence and quality of life. Building muscle after 60 isn't about dramatic changes or temporary fixes. It's about making magnesium a natural, daily part of your life. By doing so, you're giving your body the constant support it needs to keep your muscles resilient, your energy high, and your movement effortless well into the future. Remember, your body is a living, breathing miracle. Every cell in your muscles is waiting for the right fuel to grow stronger. Magnesium isn't just a mineral. It's the spark that allows your muscles to repair, your nerves to communicate, and your energy to thrive. Don't wait until weakness sets in. Start fueling your body with magnesium today. A small habit done daily can completely change your health tomorrow. Your future self will thank you.